Welcome back to Works With and our closing keynote. Every year, we gather for 2 days to dig into the latest trends and practical challenges of developing for the IoT. We produce Works With for you with an agenda packed with technical sessions designed to strengthen your skills and advance your product development. This year, we've covered everything from Bluetooth and Wi-Fi to Matter and LPWAN and explored the latest developments in security and AI/ML. All the sessions are available on demand, so you can catch up on anything you might have missed. We host this conference because your success is our success. Silicon Labs is committed to being a great partner, providing solutions for the broadest range of wireless technologies, protocols, and ecosystems, and supporting your developer journey end to end. We hope you've enjoyed the conference and gained practical knowledge to apply to your work. We also want to leave you inspired by the amazing ways smart, connected devices are being deployed to better our world. We at Silicon Labs are inspired every day by what you, our customers, are creating with our products. In that spirit, we would like to share a few stories with you today. Stories of customers applying the benefits of smart, connected devices to the essentials of life: clean air, energy, safety, and healthcare. In 2018, California was ravaged by wildfires. Air quality dropped to unhealthy levels and people struggled to cope. Well, as the saying goes, necessity is the mother of invention. In true startup fashion, Winston Mock and a dedicated team of innovators went to work in a California garage. Today, Whoosh is applying the power of connectivity and intelligence at the edge to ensure the most basic of human needs: clean air.
Whoosh transforms your home's HVAC into a smart air purifier. It's an air quality monitor and a smart air filter that work together to protect your entire home's air. I started Whoosh back in 2019 because of the wildfires in California. Air purifiers had sold out near me, and so I had to learn how to make one from an HVAC filter and a box fan. What I had to do was I had to order HVAC filters off Amazon, and they came in a box of 6. So, I had a bunch more that I needed, and it was expensive to ship. And so I thought there just must be a better way to do this. So I got to work. Our real value is contributing to helping customers own their air and providing them with solutions. I think when we think of, climate change contributing and impacting the way we live our lives, I think, protecting, a home's ability to manage their air is a big asset. We've partnered with 3M recently, and it's been an amazing partnership to date, as they've been leaders in filtration for decades. And we've benefited from their proprietary technology. We've worked over the last year on developing a best-in-class high-efficiency filter with very low energy requirements. We're also really excited about our partnership with Sunrun. When we think about clean energy, it goes hand in hand with clean air, and it's something that Sunrun has embodied. I'd love to introduce 3M and Sunrun, who can share their own thoughts on the partnership with Whoosh Air.
At 3M, we believe that everyone deserves cleaner, healthier indoor air. We do this by offering a full portfolio of air filters, not only with retailers and online sellers, but also with key innovators like Whoosh to provide better air quality to more homes. I also see with Whoosh strong delivery of an overall IoT ecosystem.
And let's hear from Sunrun on how they're partnering with Whoosh Air and bringing smart technology to their customers.
So Sunrun is the US's largest residential solar and storage company. So we provide photovoltaic power systems, solar panels, solar modules that provide you with energy from the sun into your home. And one of the things that Whoosh does is it not only does it clean the air in your home and create a more healthy home, but it also increases consumers' awareness of things that are going on in their home. Super excited about really 2 things, right? So one is what I mentioned around helping people move their homes from burning fossil fuels in their home with all the related both emissions in the home itself and then into in the climate impacts of that. as well as moving more deeply into integration into home automation, the Internet of Things in the home.
So I'm excited for these partnerships because they all come together and work together seamlessly to deliver a mission, which ultimately I think is the best thing. It's great customer experience, a mission that changes the world for the better. And in this case, it's a collaboration between three great companies, and I'm excited to be part of it. My advice to new developers is to spend extra time when choosing the right IoT platform to develop on. And we really can't forget the importance of good technical support and a strong community base in which you can pull from. Find the right platform. You've got and it'll go a long way to making your future very bright.
Energy management may be today's most important and complex global challenge. Communities need safe, reliable, and clean energy. Everyone, from global leaders to you and me, is striving to reduce energy consumption and carbon footprints. Most energy systems consist of legacy equipment sitting alongside with modern, and all must accommodate the integration of exciting new technologies. For perspective on IoT in the energy sector, we talked with Landis Gear, who for nearly 130 years has helped utilities and their customers manage energy better.
Landis Gear is a leading provider of integrated energy management solutions. We enable near real-time visibility into what is happening in the power grid by having low latency two-way communication with advanced electric meters and grid edge sensors, like our Revelo product. This is made possible by the innovations that Scilabs has helped us with the sub-gigahertz SoC, the FG25. Landis Gear's ecosystem is growing. We're making this open to the development community. So I would challenge all you developers out there to look at our portfolio, look at what we're doing with edge apps, build your own edge apps, sell them, bring them to the market. Because Revelo is equipped with an edge intelligence card embedded with a Linux-based operating system that allows all of you developers to create Java-based applications. To encourage developers, Revelo is supported by a developer kit. We have an SDK and an open, accessible development community soon to be launched for sharing ideas and accessing resources. For advice that I would give to the developers that are out there developing in the IoT world, and how to create products and how to make a difference in our world, I'd look at it in a few ways. First, let's understand our real-world needs. Let's go find a problem to solve. Some examples of real-world problems include solving grid reliability-related challenges caused by the integration of DERs and the loads that they add, or providing consumers with more information about how to manage the energy consumption in their home. A utility, how to manage it at their level. Let's have a deep understanding of these problems, these pain points, and these needs of the target audience or the industry that we're aiming to serve. This user-centric approach ensures that our product addresses these genuine challenges and provides meaningful value. I'd also look at prioritizing data security and privacy. Make security a top priority throughout the product development lifecycle. I'd also focus on the user experience. Make it easy, make it intuitive. Make these IoT products, like picking up a smartphone, easy to use, seamless. Pay attention to the entire user journey, from an initial setup to the ongoing interaction. Look at that complete life cycle of what the user goes through. A positive user experience will drive adoption and engagement of your IoT solution. And the last thing I'd say, partner with these wonderful companies. We found a wonderful partner in Scilabs. We found wonderful partners throughout this network. Partner with them, pick their brains, and develop those customer and utility-centric pieces that can enable your solution to thrive and to meet the use cases that are ever evolving out there in the globe.
Next, we talk to Chamberlain. You probably know them as the garage door company. Important enough when you think of the vehicles, tools, and other valuables stored in garages. But did you know that for more than 70% of the US households, the garage is the primary entry to the home? That makes garage doors central to home security and peace of mind. To feel safe and secure, we want to know who's coming and going, whether we are at home or away. Taking advantage of wireless connectivity and increased intelligence at the edge, Chamberlain is making it easy for families to monitor, manage, and control access to their homes and sleep better at night.
My name is Kothari Deshpande, Senior Director, Product Management in the residential business at Chamberlain Group, which is a company owned by Blackstone. Across multiple business units, our mantra here is making access simple. And that applies to residential, commercial, international, all the businesses that we work across. And that means we want to make access, security, monitoring, access control easy for homeowners, facility managers, office managers, multifamily apartment complex managers, and practically everybody who has something to do with access, safety, and security. One question we get a lot is how exactly are we incorporating IoT and technology in general in our products, and how are we delivering a better world for the consumers? And the way we have done this, especially over the last 5+ years, is we have taken a world, an entire industry that was practically a hardware industry, and transformed that into a smart home SaaS ecosystem. That means their garage opener is connected to Wi-Fi, and our MyQ ecosystem is connected to all the accessories that a homeowner may have, including a suite of indoor-outdoor cameras, garage opener, of course, connected to Wi-Fi, and our recent launch, Video Keypad, which is a video doorbell for your garage door. We also have partnerships, for example, with Amazon and Walmart to deliver packages and groceries inside your garage. So imagine 5 years ago, you had to choose between a dilemma of either attending your daughter's softball game or staying home to make sure you can receive the birthday gift you ordered for her and make sure porch pirates don't steal it, doesn't get wet, doesn't get stolen, any of that. But now, with your garage opener being connected to Wi-Fi, an Amazon or Walmart delivery person can safely, securely deliver that package inside your garage by accessing it through our cloud services without you having to be home. You can also add a suite of cameras inside and outside the garage to make sure you can monitor the whole event live, or you can do video storage subscriptions through our cloud services and make sure all of this is recorded so you can access the videos at your convenience. Our recent launch, Video Keypad, allows users to do PIN management, which means you can have unique PINs for all of your friends and family members, neighbors, service providers, and you can even control the access for limited days of the week, limited time of the day, for those who you don't want accessing your home 24/7. That means all the kids in your home that are not very particular about checking in every time they come home, informing their parents about what time they're going to be home, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Just create a unique PIN for your kids, one for every family member, and every time the family member uses their unique PIN to access the home, the users get a push notification on their smartphones saying Johnny is home. We are always looking to empower and motivate the whole community of researchers, developers, programmers, engineers, product managers, and overall the community of innovative minds. No matter how great a technology is, its success depends on the ability to commercialize that. So we always like to encourage our innovative partners to find out what the consumer's pain points are, including pain points consumers are aware of and verbalize during surveys, focus groups, etc., and pain points that even the consumer may not be aware of. And when we start with a consumer-centric mindset, solutions are far more likely to be successful in the real world. We always motivate innovators to take risks, because risk is the foundation of creating a new frontier that nobody ever thought possible. The classic problem of did I close my garage door when I backed out in a hurry exists in the life of most homeowners. Today, we have over 6 million households connected to our MyQ ecosystem through Wi-Fi, and that allows the homeowners to make sure they close their door no matter where they are in the world, anytime, anywhere. This wasn't possible without us taking a risk and us understanding what exactly are the consumer pain points, what does the consumer's typical journey look like in an everyday life, and figuring out a way to use technology to solve those problems.
As IoT technologies advance, so do the opportunities to have a positive impact with IoT solutions. Every developer wants to accelerate design cycles and get their products to market quickly. Speeding development is even more important when you believe your product will improve health, sustainability, safety, or security. To that end, T-Mobile has launched DevEdge, a tool and community to make it easier for developers to create new applications. Here's T-Mobile to talk about the novel ways in which developers are applying the IoT's tracking and communication capabilities for good.
So in a couple areas where the technology of IoT has helped T-Mobile, and then T-Mobile helped the customers and provide, make IoT for good a possibility, is some of it is the technology of the network infrastructure designed for IoT products between Cat-M and narrowband IoT, but then also the shrinkage and low power optimization that has gone around into products around IoT. We've been able to start connecting in IoT types of products through the cellular network that were locked down to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth in the past. And this has enabled us to do an entire line of consumer products, including our SyncUp brand, but then also been able to do things like open up the ability for us to do free hotspots for students around the country in our Project 10 Billion. One product that we created and launching this last year was the DevEdge part of the website, as well as a DevEdge IoT developer kit. One of the aspirations we would like to have with the DevEdge dev kit is for small companies, for people within larger companies that are just trying to do proof of concepts, prototypes, and get things connected to a cell network, that don't necessarily have to go and learn all of the cellular jargon and requirements to get connected. They can take this, put it within whatever they're working on. So if this is some health safety that you want to make it easier for just to be able to deploy without setting up to a home net a Wi-Fi, if this is something that is a portable or even out in an outdoor location, being able to track wildfires or track farm equipment, things that people want to track or take care of or understand that aren't at home. They aren't with a user to get Bluetooth, they are at home to get Wi-Fi, and be able to connect those in a much easier way. We had 5 interns join us this last summer that took it and some off-the-shelf sensors, and over the course of 2 months, build a tracking device for your bicycle. But it was doing more than just, where is my bike? It was able to determine things like set off alarm if it was stolen, being able to track your bike history, kind of like your walk history and things like that, health products do. And they started adding implementation to be able to kind of heads-up display navigation right on the bike. The 5 of them were able to build this within the matter of the 2 months, get a working prototype that didn't require a phone, didn't require local connectivity, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and just able to get something connected and running. One of the areas of focus at the consumer IoT group at T-Mobile is to connect customers with the things they care about or the people they care about. One of the awesome products we love to talk about is the SyncUp Kids Watch. This is a watch that was designed for kids, especially in the age of 5 to 10-ish or so, that make it really easy for parents to be able to stay connected with their kids. Customers are using this to be able to give their kids more freedom who are in the neighborhood. They can walk down the street and visit their friends without having to necessarily worry about keeping an eye on them. If they need to keep track of them, they can just look right on their phone. Are they actually at the friend's house? Are they walking down the street? If anything comes up, it's time for dinner, the kids need to be picked up, they can connect just right there, really easy. Here's a piece of advice I would have for the developers, is focus on the customer and what do they want to have solved. It's really easy to get into the technology. What is the latest trend in cool new silicon and other things coming out in the market. But all of that needs to come and connect with what is the customer actually getting out of this? How are we helping them? And so focusing on what are we solving every single time we're making a decision really helps so that when the product is done, customers love it. Customers use it and they talk about it and they share it. And it really helps for all of us as the engineers, as the developers on projects, it's really, really good about what we're building because it's making a difference in people's lives.
The Digital Medicine Society has unique insight into the latest developments. Let's hear from them now.
The Digital Medicine Society, or DIME, is a global nonprofit. Our mission is to advance the ethical, effective, equitable, and safe use of digital technology to redefine healthcare and improve lives. We feel that connectivity is at the heart of the digitization of healthcare. If we think back even 10, 15 years, data used to live trapped essentially in a manila folder in a filing cabinet with only the practice manager or the leading researcher having access to that key. Today, not only can we as individuals access our own healthcare data, but with the appropriate permissions, that data can flow and it can be used by multiple individuals who can gain all sorts of value from it. We can look at population level health data for when the next pandemic hits our shores, or when we're trying to think about early signals of terrible diseases like Alzheimer's or cancer. We can think about how we redefine health and disease in this era of data proliferation. All of this requires connectivity, and so too does acting on this data. It's not enough just to measure something. We have to be able to support people towards better outcomes. We place enormous value on the partnership we enjoy with our colleagues at Silicon Labs. When we talk about this notion of a tech stack, a layering of hardware technologies with enormous computing power, with patients, care partners, clinical experts, behavioral experts, an entire community that needs to rally round to care for people. The products that our colleagues at Silicon Labs produce provide the foundation for the bold future that we imagine as we digitize healthcare. The ability to reimagine what it means to care for people is predicated on exactly the kind of technologies that our Silicon Labs colleagues make possible and make trustworthy. They also bring together an extraordinary community of innovators who leverage their products to affect change. We are proud to be part of that community. What I would love as a result of this would be, some customers who already do things really, really well, whether it's, exceptional security, or they're able to offer sort of platform solutions and all of these sorts of things to actually entertain supporting healthcare innovation, because it's so important. And because 1 in every $5 that we spend in this country goes into healthcare, and that's too much for society to continue to be able to afford. On the other hand, it's a terrific market for people with great solutions. And so I'm excited that this could result in people getting more excited about this part of the market.
The IoT is having a dramatic positive impact on medicine and healthcare. Smart, connected devices are revolutionizing the diagnosis and treatment of diseases, expanding access to doctors, and deepening the relationship between clinicians and patients. Ingestible sensors are real, not science fiction. Wearable sensors are commonplace. Today, new products and services make it possible for seniors to live safely and comfortably in their homes, and for each of us to improve our personal health. Let's hear from Lura Health, a company doing remarkable things with our tiny SoCs.
I'm CTO and co-founder at Lura Health, and we are making the world's first continual saliva diagnostics wearable. There are potentially thousands of health markers in saliva, many of which are already tested for in lab settings, and we want to be the first platform to really leverage this diagnostic potential of saliva in a truly patient-friendly, easy-to-use, continual way. The result of that is we're really trying to make the world better in two ways. The first immediate way is really related to remote patient care. A lot of people are going into the doctor to get blood drawn. They're doing saliva tests. They're getting check-ins every few weeks. It's really tedious, it's expensive. And also when you get that data, you're only looking at one point in time. You have no insight to how, your physiology is shifting throughout the day. And so that is the second way we're really making the world a better place, is that I believe we are fundamentally advancing our knowledge of human physiology. This is our first go-to-market product. It's going to be a little sensor, the white box that we make, and this retainer communicates to a smartphone via Bluetooth. And then eventually we want to get to this kind of size. It's absolutely tiny and small enough to be, directly bonded to the side of a tooth with a fancy dental epoxy. People with really severe health conditions, they spend so much time just thinking about how to take care of themselves. And so with our product, you install it, and then immediately you just get an incredible ease of mind. Our sensor will tell you immediately if there's ever things you need to do to take preventative action. We're not going to be able to tap into this diagnostic potential of saliva if people don't feel comfortable wearing the device. So to accomplish that, we need the absolute smallest technology all across the board. Small Bluetooth antenna, small battery, small microcontroller. And every year since we started, there's been a new microcontroller that came out that's smaller than the last. It has more flash memory, more RAM, more peripherals. It's lower power. One of the challenges with miniaturization is that battery power is an issue. And so to solve that, we've created what we think is one of the world's smallest wireless charging solutions. And so we also provide a carrying and charging case to patients. So when you're eating or drinking, when the mobile app tells you the battery power is low, you can open the charging case and the retainer fits right in. And so you can carry this in your pocket, in a bag, a purse, whatever you want. It also does UVC disinfection. It'll handle any firmware updates that the sensor will need, a whole host of features. I really think that the best advice I can give is to not give up in the pursuit of your vision. 6 years ago, we set out with this crazy idea to make sensors small enough to be worn in the mouth. And almost every single person we talked to said it can't be done. They said the Bluetooth antenna won't work. There's not a battery that can power it. They said we can't make the electronics small enough. The best solutions to the hardest problems are not things that everybody knows or is comfortable with. You have to, create a tolerance for risk. You really have to believe in the potential of your big idea, and you just have to be relentless in making it happen. Technology is advancing at a crazy speed. Right now is an incredible time to pursue crazy ideas due to the nature of how fast everything is developing. I would just say, if you have an idea, you want to build it, it can be done.
Thank you for joining us at Works With. Every year, we look forward to bringing this vibrant community of IoT developers together. It's exciting to discuss the latest technologies and trends and learn from each other. Our collective efforts are rapidly advancing the state of the industry. The number of connected devices and their capabilities continue to grow at an impressive rate. The market opportunity is incredible. The potential for positive impact is inspiring. We can each play a role. IoT for good is reflected in innovations big and small, from revolutions in healthcare to small savings on a utility bill. It all matters. Together, we are contributing to a healthier planet and happier families. Whatever your field, whatever your end markets, we admire your dedication and ingenuity as you develop products for an array of applications to serve people around the world. We at Silicon Labs are proud to be your partner. If you missed any of the conference keynotes or sessions, remember, they will be available on demand at the workswith.scilabs.com website. And please share your feedback on the conference. Works With is for you, and we want to make it the best it can be. Please grab a quick snapshot of the QR code and share your thoughts. Thanks again, everyone. See you next year.